You ever watch your AI lose its mind halfway through your book? 1 minute, it's writing a romance, and the next, boom, your villain's alive again. Your dog secretly got some kind of psychic powers, and your story has officially gone off the rails. That, my friends, is AI plot bleed. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to stop it cold. Hello, my name's Zeke O'Hara from the Future Fiction Academy, where we teach writers how to use artificial intelligence without losing control of their story. If you've ever wanted to learn how to direct an AI like a pro instead of just prompting it, head over to thefuturefictionacademy.com. We've got classes, live workshops, and a community of authors mastering their craft with AI. And don't forget, there are links in the description below to make it super easy to check it all out. This video was based on a blog post by Stephanie Bajonas, and you can find the full article at thefuturefictionacademy.com. And again, there's a link in the description below. So if you want to read her complete breakdown of the scene briefing method and see those examples, make sure you check out the whole thing after this video. All right, let's jump right into it. If you're a writer and you're using AI to help build your stories, especially those big, complex ones with a ton of plot lines, you already know it can be a total game changer. But, man, it can also be super frustrating. So today, we're going to break down a professional workflow that lets you take back the reins and stop the AI from, well, making a mess of your masterpiece. So let's be real for a second. Have you ever been deep in a zone, writing some tense scene for your main plot line, and all of the sudden, a character from a completely different storyline just wanders in? Or, this is the worst, has your AI ever brought back a character you killed off like 3 chapters ago, acting like nothing happened? If you're nodding right now, trust me, you are not alone. You know that whole frustrating experience just like I do. It actually has a name, AI plot bleed. It's that exact moment when AI just gets its wires crossed and it starts mixing up all of your carefully laid out plot threads. And this right here is the problem we are going to solve today. Why does this plot bleed ever happen in the first place? I mean, to fix it, we've got to get to the root of the problem, and it has everything to do with how the actual AI thinks. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because what we're looking at is a paradox. The AI's massive context window is its superpower, right? It can hold your entire story Bible, every character, every setting, all of it in its memory. But when you're writing a complex novel, that exact blessing becomes a curse because it sees everything at once. It has no idea what it's supposed to use. And let's be clear, this isn't just some teeny annoyance. Plot bleed can bring your creative flow to a screeching halt. It makes you stop what you're doing, go back and fix the AI's mistakes. It just sucks. It sucks the energy out of everything, and it makes it dry and wastes all of your time. Your AI co-writer basically becomes this high maintenance intern that you have to constantly look over. So that brings me to the big question. What if you could basically put blinders on the AI? What if you could give it only the exact specific information it needs for the one scene that you are working on right now, and absolutely nothing else? Well, it turns out that you can. And the solution isn't some quick and dirty prompt hack. It's a really solid 2-step professional workflow. It's called the scene brief method, and it's designed from the ground up to give you pinpoint control over what the AI creates. It all boils down to these really powerful steps. First, we're going to create a perfect, totally self-contained brief from one single scene. And second, we're going to generate the actual prose in a sterile environment, what we'll call the clean room, where the AI has zero other context to get it confused by. So let's break down that first step. Step 1 is all about prep work. See, the quality of the writing you get out of the AI is 100% tied to the quality of the instructions you put in. This is where you, the author, really do your work. So, here's the main idea. You need to create an instruction manual for the scene that's so complete, so detailed, the AI, or heck, even another human writer could write the entire scene without ever needing to see your master outline or anything else. It's got to be a complete, siloed little package. And here are the pieces to that package. You need a working title, the characters who are only in this scene along with what they might want right now. You define the point of view, the tense, give it a little context of what just happened, add a list of the main things that need to happen, and then you get to the most important parts, the conflict and the secret weapon, the specific requirements. This part right here is where you take absolute control. The specific requirements section is where you can tell the AI what not to do. Just look at the example from a fantasy romance novel. You can literally prevent the AI from making a logical mistake or revealing something the character shouldn't know yet. It's just incredibly powerful. All right, so you've done your work. You've crafted this perfect self-contained brief. Now for step 2. This is the most important part of the whole thing, the part that actually gets rid of the plot bleed for good. Let's talk about the clean room. So this is the before picture. Normally your AI chat is just cluttered. It's full of your entire project. Think of it like a messy office with notes from 6 different projects scattered everywhere. And the AI is just guessing which notes are for the task you just gave it. That's where all of the mistakes come from. And this is the after. This is the magic. You take the beautifully detailed brief you wrote and you open a brand new, totally empty chat. The only thing you give the AI is that one brief. You've completely cleaned the room of all of the other clutter. And because you did all of that work up front, the prompt itself becomes ridiculously simple. You just tell it to write the scene using only the instructions you've given it. See? By creating this clean room, the AI literally cannot pull in other characters or plot points because, as far as it knows, in that moment, they don't even exist. Now, once you get the hang of the basic method, there's an advanced trick that you can use to get the AI to sound a lot more like you. Let's look at the story so far technique. So the way this works is pretty simple. You generate scene 1 using the clean room method. Then you go in and edit it heavily, inject your voice and your style. Then when you're ready for scene 2, you give the AI your edited version of scene 1, and then you give it this new scene brief. It's like you're training it scene by scene to match your style. But I cannot stress this enough. This is critical. You must you must keep the silo intact. If you are using this technique for a story with multiple plot lines, you only give it previous scenes from the exact same plot line, okay? If you start mixing and matching, you are going to get all of these ways of reintroducing plot bleed, and you're right back at square one. So what is the big takeaway from all of this? The scene briefing method puts you, the author, firmly back in the driver's seat. It completely changes your relationship with AI. You're not just correcting frustrating mistakes anymore. You're intentionally directing a powerful tool. You're orchestrating, not just cleaning up messes. And that kind of leaves us with the final question that we want to think about. As these AI tools get more and more powerful, maybe the real key to using them isn't just finding some magical prompt, but about developing structured professional systems like this one. It's a real shift from just prompting. If you want to go deeper with methods like this, join me at the Future Fiction Academy. We have got step-by-step classes that teach you how to master AI workflows for writing, editing, and publishing. You'll learn the exact systems we use to write entire novels in record time while keeping your creative voice intact. And also, as always, you'll find all of these links that you desire in your heart in the description below. If you found this helpful, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications because YouTube likes to YouTube, and you don't want to miss the next deep dive into AI-assisted creativity. I'll see you in class.